How you doing, Buckaroos? Take two. I actually started a video, and I went for about, I don't know, 45 seconds, a minute maybe. All of a sudden it shut off. I'm not sure what happened, but I usually do two takes, but I don't have a choice here. We're just going to go with it. So anyway, I feel like I'm repeating myself now, but you didn't hear it. So anyways, from their website, premium oak aged Scottish beer, bottom fermented, Zoo Summit, Technang, and Aurora hops, fruity, rich, full-bodied fragrance on the nose, on the aroma. Taste smoky wood flavor with notes of vanilla, whiskey, and toffee that create a delicious warming effect on the palate. I'll be honest with you on the nose. I'm not getting those fruity notes whatsoever. I'm not even really feeling full-bodied fragrance, to be honest. You really have to work to get the nose, in my opinion. I mean, it's not as big and fragrant as a lot of beers I've had lately. Even especially, this isn't barrel aged, but it's used Scotch, Speyside Scotch whiskey infused oak, and I'm not feeling that those fragrances as big as I think I should be. I am feeling some of it. You're feeling slight oak. I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting mostly big malt, to be honest with you. But I'm not getting those fruity fragrances like they describe whatsoever. The flavors, I think they're pretty spot on what they describe on their website as smoky wood flavor with notes of vanilla, whiskey, toffee. It's just smaller than I expect it to be. Um, I'm getting some nice malt, as like a nice Scotch ale kind of malt, but in a much smaller way than you typically get from a Scotch ale. The problem is for me with this beer is all the flavors seem muted. Everything feels lighter than I think it should be, and maybe my expectations are too high. Because when something says, "This is my wife's trying to call," but I'm going to finish this up. It plays Black Magic Woman. Don't tell her, please. At one time, I had to play. I had it playing Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on. She didn't like that at all. Anyways, Tennent's whiskey oak aged, handcrafted beer, aged with single malt Scotch whiskey oak chips. Personally, I just wish those notes were bigger, and they're not. Both on the nose and on the flavor. I wish I could taste more of it. Even the malt for me feels lighty. I mean, it kind of has, you know, the presence of a Scotch ale, but in such a smaller way. It's almost like a junior whiskey beer. They're not. I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to make it benign. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't feel as big as it should be, in my opinion, especially because it costs $10 a 4 pack for 11.2 ounce bottles. Now, if it lived up to the hype on the bottle, I would say it was worth it. But as is, no, I wouldn't buy this again. I wouldn't recommend it to folks. And it's not that it's horrible. I don't think it is. I'm not even sure that it's flawed in any way. It just doesn't quite get there, in my opinion. If you want a beer that's sort of whiskey-esque, but it doesn't quite get there, maybe, and if some bourbon barrel aged or other whiskey barrel aged beers, ales are too big for you, this might be a place to go. But for me, it's just way too light on all fronts. The flavors that are there aren't bad. Again, it's just there's just not enough of them. You almost taste kind of the presence of the oak. Yeah, you kind of feel that whiskey a little bit, but boy, I'd really like to feel a lot of it. I'm not feeling a lot of that peatiness I'd like to feel in a beer that uses Scotch infused oak. I'm just not getting as much as I really want to get from this beer. So again, it's going to be up to you. I'm not going to purchase it again, but I don't think it's horrible. So you may want to give it a shot if this is your thing. But to me, there are so many other whiskey barrel aged beers out there that are going to give you more bang for the buck, in my opinion. Hey, I'm Tony the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.